We made it. Are you ready to see? Hey, welcome back to the channel for the final episode of our living room makeover series. We made it. So today we are finally styling and decorating this space that we've been working on for the past month and a half. It's been a while. We've been working on it for a long time. So I'm so excited to finally decorate it and bring it to life and get to do all the fun stuff that I've worked so hard in order to try to get to. So if you are just joining in and you have not watched the rest of the living room makeover series, I will leave it linked for you in the description. Definitely go watch it first because you're gonna see where we started, you're gonna see the projects that we did to get to this stage. It will make this reveal video so much better. So definitely go watch those first. I'll leave them linked for you. Let's get started decorating. Why are we waiting? So I spent the morning kind of cleaning and tidying up because we've been living in this project zone for the whole length of this project, and there was just stuff everywhere that's kind of gotten misplaced over time. I tried to clean up everything and give myself a really clean slate so that way we can just decorate and have fun with it. So the first thing is I just wanted to go ahead and style these pillows. I'm just using pillows I already had. I'm pretty positive almost all of them apart from this one are from Hobby Lobby. This one's a pillow cover. So if I can link it, I will. I think starting with a styled sofa is definitely going to be a good kickstart for the rest of the space. I want to keep the coffee table styling really simple because it's directly in front of our TV, and also we lived for so long with like this big tray on the table and it just always looked cluttered, and so I'm kind of going for more of a minimalistic approach. So I have these coffee table books that I've kind of just thrifted, and they're in a neutral color, and I'm just kind of layering them in the corner over here where they won't interfere with the television. So I'm gonna use that as like my little base, almost like a tray, and build off of that so it has a container and it's not just items all over the coffee table. Okay, this is like a really awkward open space. It's not quite big enough to put anything, but it's also too big to just leave blank. Plus there's like a cord there. So I actually borrowed this from the office upstairs. It's just a really large basket that I thrifted, and I have a stool in it, and I think it'll be perfect for having big floor pillows and to style them in this corner right here, because Rambo actually loves to lay on those, but I don't always have them just like laying in the floor. So I think it might be good styled in this basket, and they'll kind of create a moment over here without adding another piece of furniture that's not necessary. So I've been debating about whether or not to add art to the walls around the TV here. I personally am a big believer in leaving blank walls, but sometimes I feel like you just need something there. This tree I just don't think is enough. I think you need something here. And as much as I love this photo of us, I kind of just feel like it's like just staring at our faces while we're watching TV. So I actually found these while antiquing a couple of weeks ago, and I just think they're so pretty. And Josh likes them because they have like a little bit of history on them, and they're just like beautiful wooden frames. And so I'm thinking that they would be delicate enough to kind of hang there and not steal your eye, but to still fill the wall space. I love this. I think it is the perfect touch. Just the perfect little baby touch. We've got the tree, we got pillows, so some softness. And honestly, the TV is just going to be what it's going to be. So then we have this corner, which feels very empty, but at the same time, I'm hesitant to actually put anything here because I feel like it would be competing with the TV, where that is like a little moment. It kind of goes with the little hallway. So I feel like that works. And over here, I feel like we have the height from the lamp. We've got the hanging plant. And I think I'm gonna leave it just pretty basic. I think I'm just gonna style the little side table and maybe move all of it over. I might just like recenter some of that and then let that corner just breathe. Let the white space on the walls breathe. Lastly, I think I'm just going to finish off the TV stand with this bowl that I did a thrift flip on. I'll leave that video linked for you, but I think I'm just going to finish this off with that bowl and some books, just to keep it really simple and to just add a little touch of something fun down here. Oh my goodness. This side of the room already feels so much better. It is totally coming together. And it all goes so good with the rug. Like, it just is all coming together. And it makes me so happy I chose this rug when I did. I definitely wanted something with like a busier pattern. It was just an inspiration image that I found, because I don't typically go for like a busier pattern. But I found this inspiration image with like a very muted colorway, but it was a super busy pattern, and I instantly knew that's what I wanted for this space, paired with these windows. And I am so glad that I went with this one. It is from Boutique Rugs, and so I definitely want to thank them for sponsoring today's video and kind of the whole series, because I would not be able to complete this living room makeover without this rug and without partnering with them. This rug is their Tangil. It's in the first colorway and I love it. It's actually one of their washable selections, and it is an amazing, amazing rug. The colors in it are gorgeous. Just look at this. I especially love that it's one of their washable selections. I know that if something were to happen, I can just roll up this rug and throw it in the washing machine, because it's basically like a really thick blanket, which works perfectly in the washing machine and also works perfectly since we have carpet and it lays nice and flat. But if you have hardwood floors, you can simply just put it over a rug pad and it will work beautifully for you too. Boutique Rugs quickly became my #1 rug source when I was hunting for so long for a rug for this space. And everywhere I looked, the rugs were either super expensive, like completely unaffordable for me, or they were really basic. They looked very cheap, and I just did not want that. I wanted something that looked quality, had a beautiful pattern, but that I could actually afford and justify putting in my space. And Boutique Rugs was the perfect combination of that. They have thousands of options, from vintage to geometric to boho to modern. They have so many styles. They even have some hand woven selections too. And some of their styles are even machine washable, like this one that I chose for the living room. You will not be able to find better quality for price anywhere else. I've looked. And so I absolutely love them. I'm so excited that they wanted to partner with me on this episode, and I hope that you love them too. They are constantly running different deals and sales, which makes them even more affordable. But they actually even gave me an extra discount code that I get to share with you. So when you use the code SimplyBeLiving at checkout, no matter what kind of sales they already have running on their site, if you use my code, it'll take an extra 5% off of your total. So just think of it as like a little extra money savings in your back pocket whenever you are hunting for your rug. And I will leave all of that linked for you in the description below, along with this specific rug that I used for the living room. But thank you again to Boutique Rugs. I'm so excited to share this resource with you because rugs seriously are one of the hardest things to hunt for your space. It's one of the hardest things to choose and often a really pricey investment. So being able to find a really great source that is affordable, that has really great selections and gives you a great variety to choose from is hard to find, but Boutique Rugs is it. And so I definitely want to share this amazing resource with you, and I'm really excited that they wanted to partner with me on this episode. So please go check them out and definitely use my discount code. We all know a little goes a long way, so definitely save every penny you can. I am just in love with how this rug has tied together this side of the living room. So I think let's go move on to the more entry side of the living room, the back side, and finish this space off. Let's tackle this console since it's kind of the connector between this side of the living room and this side of the living room. I have no idea what I'm going to wind up doing with the bottom of this console, but I do know for sure that I want a lamp because this part of the room right here in the middle gets really, really dark. All of the lighting is around the edges of the room, and so by the time it gets to the middle of this room, it's like just like a black hole right here in the middle where it just, all the light dies. So I think having a lamp right here in the middle of the room would be perfect. Now, how is this lamp gonna work if there's no electrical outlets in the middle of the room? I have these LED magic bulbs, and I've used these before in the entrance when I redid the entryway, and they are amazing because basically they're like battery operated, but you can keep recharging them by simply plugging them into another lamp that is connected to the wall, but they light up without being attached to an electrical outlet. And they also have a remote, so that way you can turn them on remotely. Yeah, basically that makes this lamp actually functional. So I will definitely link the magic bulbs for you because they're just a game changer. They really let you put a lamp anywhere you want. Or, I mean, you could use sconces on the walls and not have to hardwire them. Like, there's so many uses, so I'll definitely link them. They're one of my favorite decor hacks. I think I want to prop this guy up on a book. This little book holder was actually sent to me by a really sweet subscriber, Lynda. Thank you again for sending this. She watched my thrifting video where I found a bunch of these and then didn't pick one up and really regretted it. And she reached out to me and offered to send me one. She has a eBay shop, and so I'll leave her shop link for you in the description. But thank you again, Lynda. I think this is gonna be perfect on top of this console. Excited to finally style the top of this dresser. I've had a vision for this dresser since the day that I started planning this living room makeover. And then I happened to find this mirror and I knew it belonged here. Okay, next we need to rehome our vinyl player. To be completely honest with you, I would prefer something a little bit more dainty up here, but this is the only place that can actually house this vinyl player right now, and actually be able to plug it in, so it's gonna live here. Next is this alabaster lamp. I had passed so many of these when thrifting, and I just never saw the vision for it. But then I saw this photo on Instagram, and she totally sold me on this lamp. It became on my wish list for thrifting, and I found this one for an amazing price. And then the day afterwards, I actually found the lampshade, and it is absolutely perfect. It is exactly what this dresser needed up here. So I will definitely link her page because she has some amazing design inspiration. So I'll link her page because I was so inspired to use this lamp, and like I said, I'd passed it by so many times before and never thought about how to use it, and then all of a sudden I needed it. Another item that had been on my thrift list was a marble bowl because I love the look of them and they are just so expensive. But I wound up finding this one, and the girl gave me a deal for $25, and it is just solid marble. Like, I am obsessed with this. So this is gonna actually become our new key dish because I think I'm going to rework our entry since this is kind of our entry now. So yeah, I think this is gonna be our new key dish. So I definitely want this up here. I guess like this on this curve here. I do definitely know I want this darker wood frame and like a photo. So I thrifted this and I love the florals in it. So I'm gonna use this to kind of layer against that big mirror and kind of just give like a different dimension, I guess. So yeah, this is where I really wish this was just like a vase with flowers, but like I said, I have to keep that there. I want to move on to this area between the dresser and the door because this is going to be our new landing zone. So we used to have a shelf right here, but it wasn't really our style, but it was very functional for us. I've now moved that stuff into the new dresser. This zone, I want to have the chair where we can put on our shoes, where we can like have a drop zone for stuff. And then this is great for jackets and my purse and things like that. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to configure this, and then also how much art I want on the wall, because I'm very, very torn about competing with the mirror moment that is happening right there. I don't necessarily want a ton here, but I do think it needs something to ground it. Here's what I think I've decided. I'm going to get a photo printed. I may call it a night and go ahead and get these on order and pick them up first thing in the morning, and then we'll finish up. It's kind of dark anyway, and I can give you the final shots and show you the final before and afters, because I think this might be the last step. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so I got this printed. This is actually our wedding ceremony, but it kind of just looks like a landscape, so I think this will be perfect for the entryway. I think we just finished the living room. I think we are done with this makeover. Are you ready to see? how far this space has come in just a few short weeks. We took it from being an empty, awkward, not very cozy living room and turned it into a very cozy, very moody, very comfortable living space that we absolutely love to hang out in. I can't believe we're finally finished with this makeover series, and I just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me throughout the entire series and encouraging me and just being as excited as I am in order to make over this space. And I want to give a special thank you again to our sponsor, Boutique Rugs, for sponsoring this video, and also for having such an amazing selection of affordable rugs. Like, seriously, you need this resource in your life. So I will leave all the information linked for you below, because I truly hunted for so long and they are the best quality for price that I was able to find anywhere, and they have a huge variety. So you're going to love them as much as I do, and I will definitely leave all that information and my extra discount code linked for you in the description. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being excited about this project. I hope you really, really love how it turned out. I can't wait to start making over the next space. Please subscribe so that way you don't miss out on any future makeovers, thrift hauls, and projects that we work on, because there's a lot more coming your way. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.